Welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a while, but today I'm excited to be back with a different kind of video that is really aimed at just sharing things that I've been learning or sharing things that I've been thinking about, research I've been doing. So today I want to walk through one of the more iconic sets in the soccer card hobby, which is the Topps Chrome 2017 UEFA Champions League. One of the reasons why I've gotten so into this set recently is that if you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen I've been trying to collect the rainbow for Mohamed Salah. And then I've also been dipping my toes in collecting the gold refractor set, which are all numbered out of 50. And so as I've leaned further into this set, I figured why not share some of the things about the set that I've learned, some of my thoughts about it, just some of like the facts and figures about what is really, one of the most iconic sets in the modern, ultra-modern soccer card market. So without further ado, first a disclaimer. So I own and collect items from this set, as I just said. This video is meant to share information that I learned researching the set. It is not meant to get you to buy 2017 Topps Chrome or pump my bags at all. There are very few Topps Chrome cards, 2017 Topps Chrome cards that I have that I would even be willing to sell, so that wouldn't really do me any good anyways. So as always, this is not financial advice. Please do your own research and enjoy the video. All right, so some quick facts about this set. It was initially released on April 18th, 2018. It is a 99 card base set. I actually did a bit of digging to try and figure out why it's a 99 card base set. I assumed it was initially a 100 card base set, and then for whatever reason, a specific player got dropped out or got dropped from the set. The cards are numbered 1 through 99, so it's not like there's a missing card on the way to 100. So maybe it is a 99 card base set. If you know the background behind that and it was supposed to be something different than 99, please, leave a comment. But 99 card base set, which already is kind of rare just because most modern soccer card sets are 200 plus. If you're lucky, you get like a 100. And then when you factor in like all the rookies now today, it's just these sets kind of get out of control. So 99 card base set, pretty sweet. We'll get into some of the players in a bit, but just a pretty cool set overall, just given that it's so limited. 18 packs per hobby box, 4 cards per pack. Kind of standard, 1 auto per hobby box. And then there are sticker autos. There are also autos on a number of the inserts. So base parallels. So a refractor comes 1 in every 3 packs. And then the colored parallels, this is sort of the beauty and the simplicity of the set, but there's a purple refractor out of 250, a blue refractor out of 150, a green refractor out of 99, a gold refractor out of 50, an orange refractor out of 25, a red refractor out of 10, and then obviously the superfractor out of 1. There are only 3 inserts. There's future stars, which is like up and coming players, which is kind of interesting to look back on because now some of those players are actually like actual stars. There's lightning strike, which features a number of the, just like top goal scorers, and then award winners, which is kind of like a lot of the GOAT players in the set. The current hobby box price, at least at the time of recording, is $3,250. It's the cheapest one I could find. So as you can see, it's pretty expensive, and we'll dive into some of like the economics, or at least some of my thoughts around the economics behind that. But yeah, it definitely has held its value in terms of one of the iconic modern sets. I always joke that if I could go back and basically just like buy any set, even just a rip, right? Even just a rip and grade, it would be this set, just because of all the amazing parallels and potential players that I'd be able to get. Okay, so as I mentioned, the checklist is 99 cards, 99 base cards plus 3 insert sets. The cool thing about this checklist to me is that it's a mix of random dudes who were part of the 2017 Champions League, and then a bunch of really great players, and especially great players for the time. And then obviously some of the GOATs like Messi, Ronaldo. You have you can see it in here: Messi, Salah, Pulisic, Modric, Mbappe, Neymar. You can read the list. I mean, it's a pretty a pretty fully stocked set of really good players for the time. There's also some notable, what I'll call rookies, because they don't have the rookie card logo, but Trent Alexander-Arnold, Gabriel Jesus, and Kylian Mbappe, these are known or widely accepted as their rookie cards. And then in addition to the base, there are 5 super short printed image variations, one for Messi, one for Pulisic, one for Neymar, one for Harry Kane, and one for Ronaldo. You can see I added some pictures here comparing the Messi versus the Messi variation, and then the Ronaldo versus the Ronaldo variation. You know, I always like when sets do this. It's sort of like a subtle, cheeky way of providing super short printed cards. It's kind of similar. It kind of reminds me of the 2018 Panini Prism, where they had the Cyrillic text, where it basically just looks like a base card, but it's in Cyrillic text. So, you know, kind of like that. Haven't actually seen a lot of these for sale, so I imagine they're pretty rare. All right, the parallels. So this is probably my favorite part about the set. It's a simple set of parallels. You look at a Topps Chrome checklist today, there's like 40 different parallels. There's like mini diamond refractors, there's laser refractors, there's too many refractors, let's say that. But in 2017 Topps Chrome, it was the standard like rainbow of refractors. So we had the purple out of 250, blue out of 150, green out of 99, gold out of 50, orange out of 25, red out of 10, and the superfractor. So you can see I have a picture here that I pulled from Instagram of all of the Mbappe colored refractors, and then a picture of the Ronaldo superfractor, which is like basically the same as like the gold vinyl that you see with Panini. So the cool thing about this is that for me, at least as a collector and somebody who likes this set, it's very like simple to understand. It's very simple to comprehend. Yes, there's like this rainbow of refractors. You don't have to think about like, you know, is the aqua lava refractor the same as the aqua refractor? Like, you don't even have to think about any of that. It's like very simple and straightforward. The only thing I would point out here that I find kind of weird, or not weird, but just like it doesn't quite make sense, is that the gold refractors out of 50, which I think is awesome because it actually makes it collectible. You know, it's not impossible to find. The orange is out of 25, and in reality, the orange and the gold basically sell for like the same price, or they're like equally desirable. And in many cases, actually, the gold is more desirable, which makes sense, I think, from an aesthetic standpoint. It does not make sense from a rarity standpoint. And that's like kind of the only like nitpick I have. But other than that, I mean, it's hard to argue with these beautiful like full color refractors. This was really, I mean, they just definitely don't make it quite like this anymore. Quickly on the inserts. So as I mentioned, there's the Lightning Strike, which is the Pulisic there. 1 in 5 packs. It also includes a gold of 50, red of 10, and superfractor out of 1 parallels. Future Stars, which is the Harry Kane, which again, like I said, is kind of interesting that he was a future star in 2017. He's obviously definitely more of a star today. 1 in 6 packs. So you're basically getting like 3 of those per box. Gold of 50, red of 10, superfractor of 1. And then the award winners, which are kind of like a quasi, I guess, a case hit, or maybe 2 per case hit, 1 in every 108 packs. So you're really looking at 1 in every 6 boxes that you're getting one of those. And again, they include the gold of 50, red of 10, superfractor. And then all 3 of these inserts also have an autograph subset. So of the checklists for each of these, some of the players also have like a award winner's autograph or a Lightning Strike autograph, or, you know, etc. So pretty easy. Only a few inserts, only a few parallels of each insert. Very consistent. Again, just very, very easy to understand. So that's basically it for like the facts and figures of the set. Again, I think the thing I love most about it is just how like simple, straightforward it is. It's only 99 cards. It just makes it very obvious, or very simple, I guess, to wrap your head around it in terms of trying to collect it. So just some thoughts and observations I've had diving into this set. As I mentioned, collecting the gold set, collecting the rainbow for Salah is, in my opinion, as the first Topps Chrome set, it'll always be considered one of the key sets in the soccer card hobby. I think alongside 2014 Prism, potentially some others, but those are probably like the main 2 right now, that they're basically like the first major sets for both Topps and Panini, card sets at least. And at least to date in 2023 have stood the test of time in terms of the iconic sets that people look at. And one of the reasons for that is that many players included in the set are either all-time greats, Messi, Ronaldo, etc., as I mentioned, modern greats without many key modern cards. I think this is actually like a really key one. So you have guys like Salah, Harry Kane, Kevin De Bruyne, Luis Suarez, Modric, where they existed kind of in this weird era where, in terms of actual like modern cards, like they're in the Prism sets, but really, and some of like the early Select sets. But then this is one of their, you know, earlier and key sets. And so like if you think of Luis Suarez, for example, like he's in a lot of the Panini Prism sets, he's in the Select sets. So it's just cool because like when you look at the checklist for this set, you see these all-time greats, and you see these sort of like, I don't know if you call it, like, I wouldn't call them all-time greats, but almost like modern day greats, you know, guys that were like the best in the league in their time. So like when you think about 2017 and the Champions League, you think about these types of players, like they played big roles on those teams. And so it's more of like a nostalgia factor. And then, like I mentioned, the rookies, Mbappe, Alexander-Arnold, Jesus, etc. So you have just like a good combination of a lot of notable players. And then what I think is actually kind of fun about it, trying to, you know, collect the set, is that you have a bunch of just random guys that like I've never even heard of, which in some ways makes it easier to collect them because there's not as much demand, they're not as expensive, but it also makes it very hard to collect them because people aren't thinking about, you know, like a Ricky Van Wolfswinkel card and thinking it's going to have any value. So trying to find those types of cards actually is quite a challenge and quite the chase. And again, I mentioned the orange of 25 refractors sell for the same or less than the gold of 50 refractors. It makes sense to me. Like I prefer the look of gold to orange, but from just like a economics and scarcity standpoint, it doesn't make sense. So not financial advice, but if you liked orange and you were interested in collecting the orange, you know, aside from it only being half as many, at least from a pricing standpoint, you could probably get in at around the same price point for many of the players. The simplicity of the parallels makes collecting straightforward, as I mentioned. You know, it's like if you want to go after the rainbow, you know, there's 6 colors. If you want to go after a specific color, it's like you're going after just a green or a gold or a red, right? You're going after these just like whole colors. You're not going after like the purple mini diamond. You're not going after the aqua lava, right? It just makes more sense. It makes it more straightforward from like a collecting standpoint, which I've personally really enjoyed. And then the high price of wax keeps the already scarce set difficult to find. So even though there are 50 golds, or even though there are 150 blues, etc., it's so expensive to buy these boxes that people aren't breaking them. They're not coming to market very easily. There's probably a bunch of amazing cards still trapped in a sealed box somewhere, and who knows who has them because of how expensive they are, and who knows if those people have any interest in even opening them. So just the chase for collecting this set will, I think, prove to become harder and harder over time, which in some ways is really fun, right? Because you're trying to find these cards, you're trying to build out a collection, and they're not as readily available. So so when you do find them, it's like, wow, I got to go get this, right? It's actually more of like a chase and more of a collector set, I guess, in that regard. And personally, it's my favorite soccer set. I know I'm biased. You know, I started collecting Mohamed Salah cards. I have some of his 2018 Prism. He's not in 2014 Prism because Egypt didn't make the World Cup. He's in 2017 Topps Chrome, and I think personally, between Topps and Panini, I really lean more towards Topps cards. I just think the quality of them is higher. Just the designs, like I prefer Topps Chrome over Prism just aesthetically. And so I really like this set. It's been a fun one to really lean into and really learn more about. And I look forward to continuing to build up my collection and specifically chase the Mohamed Salah Rainbow and the Gold Refractor set. So like I said, it's simple, it's aesthetically pleasing, historically significant. That's kind of like the trifecta when you're looking at notable soccer sets. So, and it's relatively rare, as I mentioned. So I think for all those reasons, it's a fun set. It's a notable set. It's a set that I think we'll look back on for years to come, but that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion. What do you think of 2017 Topps Chrome? Do you collect it? You know, any thoughts or any opinions on it that I didn't cover? Would love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back again soon with some more videos, but until then, take care.